This is Penny Keener, Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator and the original KeenerINKer. Today we're going to be making a 2022 in color embossed Just Thinking of You card. The stamp set we're going to be using is Mini Mates. We're going to use some dies, tasteful labels, stitch shapes, layering circles, and then quite a few embossing folders for this project. We have Greenery, which actually has 2 embossing folders. This is one of them. The Ornate Floral, Parisian Flourish, Scripty 3D, and then the 10 Tile. For colors, we're going to be using all the new in colors as well as Basic Black and Whisper White. So Bumblebee, Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight. And for ink, we're using our Stays On Jet Black. So to get started, what I did was take a piece of cardstock in all 5 in colors, measured 4 3/8 by 3 3/4, and I did a different color in each embossing folder that I had listed out. So once that's done, you're going to have the piece that's embossed, and then I put it on my cutter and I made strips of 7/8 of an inch. So I was able to get 5 out of one piece. And when you do this with all 5 colors, you'll have enough strips in order to make 5 cards with this. So on this particular one, I really like the measurement. When you're doing about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, you can use on this side versus having to use the longer side. So I did measure that at 7/8 inch on my paper trimmer. All right, so for my card, I'm just using our Whisper White, and I've already pre-cut and scored that. I'm going to get that nice crease with the bone folder. And then my layering piece on top is going to be 4 inches by 5 1/4. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal to attach that. And once I have that on there, I am going to put my strips of embossed in colors on here to build my background. So speaking of impressions, a guy joined a gym and said to the trainer, "I want to impress beautiful girls. Which machine should I use?" He said, "Try this Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine," which is what I used for this particular project. All right, so when I'm going to do my strips of colors across here, and if you notice, I did my 2 end pieces first, which gives me a chance to kind of space these out as I go, so I know how much space I need. And the last one here that I showed on the trimmer, use my Stampin' Seal to get that on there. And these I had just went ahead and put the adhesive on prior to my video. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to do the wording. I'm using the Just Thinking of You, and I've gone ahead and mounted that onto my black circle. I have a pennant piece that I already die cut out, and what I'm going to do is just cut that in half using my paper snips, and then I'm going to add that to the back of my wording so it will have wings. Get it the right direction here. I just like that little added element to have it so you can extend the word shape out a little bit. Oh, well, here we go. Add a little more adhesive. All right, that looks about even. I'm just going to put 2 dimensionals on the back of this. Peel that off and put it on my card. So here is an easy to put together card, and when you use the different embossing folders, you can, and the sizes I gave you, you can make 5 identical cards with the different embossing pieces. It's also able to use, if you have leftover strips, just emboss 1 strip at a time. A great way to use up cardstock. Please check out my website and subscribe to my channel for quick videos on how you can be a KeenerINKer too.